Beth. Today's day 13. It's January 15th, 2025. Part of yesterday's video that I probably should have clarified, I think it would behoove us as a species to study the planets more and show the correlation between time frames when, like Pluto entering Aquarius, when all these crazy ass things happen in humanity's society. Coffee in a straw. Because I think if we were better forearmed, we would be forewarned. You know what I mean? But that's not up to me. And a lot of people think that this astrology type stuff is kind of frou-frou. But when you look at our ancient ancestors, they didn't have TV or internet to look at. All they had were the stars and the planets and things to watch up above. So they're also the ones that could move really big rocks. So we cannot dismiss the knowledge that they had. So if they have knowledge about doing things that we are clueless on, perhaps we should take their advice and start following the stars and look at them a little bit more deep. Because if just by looking at Pluto entering Aquarius, and you had the revolution, you had King Henry, and you had Nero, that's saying something. You know what I mean? It's a broader aspect of things. And I would have hoped that humanity would have been better this go around. But again, Dumpy cheated. So what are you going to do when he cheats? You can't. Someone from my position can't do a whole lot about it, especially when those that are in the position of power won't do anything about it. What am I supposed to do? Except for change my affiliation from Democrat to Independent, because not a single one of you stood up. Nobody. Laying down before the fight even begins. Saying, here, please, surrender. Oh. Yeah. So there's my thoughts on that. I was trying to see if I could see it, but see the time of how much this video is holding on. Anyway, today's Wednesday. I'm back at work in my box. I like my box, you know what I mean? Because again, it keeps me out of danger. I did start looking at crochet. I used to do crochet when I was younger. There's a lot of things I used to do when I was younger. So just because I'm in a box and, I can't do videos the whole time that I'm in here because there's customers and such, but I can start to do crochet that while I'm in my box. So I'm thinking I'll take that back up again. My painting is coming along. I took a picture of it so that I could analyze it and break it down to what I need to do to fix different things. It's going to take me a while, just because it always takes me a while, because I have a touch of OCD and perfectionism, I guess you would say. So it's never good enough. So I have to battle my own self with that. Yeah, put coffee in this cup along with the collagen. My son bought some collagen. Maybe it'll help with my wrinkles. I don't know. Yeah, I earned these wrinkles. What I can say for the young ones out there is moisturize. Moisturize is good. And don't get those moisturizers that are all frou-frou-y and smelly nicey, because usually those suck as far as doing the actual work of moisturizing the skin. I like sticking with just coconut oil because that's 100% natural. And it does do some wonderful moisturizing. But I will say, my sister-in-law, she bought me some lotion that I've never used before, but that's probably because it costs more. But it's actually quite nice. This is what it's called. Um, it is so. It's got coconut oil and vitamin E in it, but it's a thick kind of lotion, and it goes in and it really seems to penetrate really well. So I do like this stuff, and it's kind of in a paint tube, which makes it even more awesome. um, Also, watching my video, I could see that, yeah, I really do need to quit smoking, because that cough, that was a definite sign of, yeah, you need to stop smoking. These videos, for the most part at this point, have no, they are more or less for people who are bored at this point, because I haven't organized it to do anything other than show me fussing and fussing, fussing and cussing at the moron in chief. Uh, yeah, so here, I'll take out some of this lotion. So once I get in the habit, see how thick that is? Look at how thick that is. I mean, that's thick. So yeah, at this point, the videos are pretty much for people who are bored and just want something different and somebody else to talk to them, and that's fine. That's not a problem. There's times when I'm bored and I'm just kind of looking around at different things for no particular reason. So for right now, that's what it is. But it's getting me in the habit. Especially, I need to work on it on my weekends, because I'm like, man, I'm off. I don't want to do nothing. So I definitely need to work on more of a structured pattern to doing these videos, and that will happen. Again, today's not the day. Today is just another day of me going on about uh, different things in life. And like I said, today's my Wednesday. Um, oh, I did order a food dehydrator, because I want to start making some fruit leathers, as it's called, and some uh, green powder, which is just basically your vegetables, and you just dehydrate them to the point where they're so dry you can put them in a blender and it turns it into powder. Because I am not real good at eating vegetables, and I know I should be. So if I put it in powder form, then I can just take a spoonful of powder. Oh, sorry. Take a spoonful of powder and put it on whatever I'm eating. And this way, I'm getting a serving of vegetables without actually having to eat the vegetables, because it's not my strong suit, like I said. So I'm excited about getting that. I got the dehydrator. I've got a brand new mixer, which will help chop that down. Also, the mixer is going to help with. I bought some unprocessed sugar, so I'm going to break that down to a powdered sugar form, and I'm going to experiment with the vanilla bean. My son set me up for Christmas with putting vanilla in alcohol, and that's generally how vanilla extracts work. Is A vanilla extract is generally the vanilla bean that's been soaking in alcohol. And yeah, I like drinking alcohol. I just don't want it in my coffee. And that puts a different taste in your coffee if you use those kind of vanilla extracts. Well, I saw somewhere on YouTube that if you use the vanilla bean and you open it up, which is very skinny. It's skinnier than my straw here. You know what I mean? The bean itself, as far as the whole pod. So you have to cut open the bean pod and expose the beans to the sugar. That's what they told me to put it in, is put it in some sugar, and over time the vapors from the vanilla bean penetrates into the sugar, so then the sugar becomes vanilla bean flavored. You see what I'm saying? Which I find to be more appealing than soaking the vanilla bean in alcohol to extract the flavor. Anyway, so I'm going to try and stop using the store bought French vanilla creamer and try and use the powdered version of powdered milk, powdered sugar, and the vanilla bean. We'll see if that'll work because I want to wean myself off of corn syrup. Check your labels, people, because in most of the food that you buy out there, there's corn in it somewhere. We are corning ourselves to death. You have corn syrup, corn starch, corn this, corn that, which in some aspects is good because that makes, everybody enjoy good corn. But it's not good because we need variety. And corn is actually hard for the body to process, which is why, you can take a really good poo after eating some popcorn. Granted, the next day, but still. And it's okay if you're feeling a little clogged, eat some popcorn the night before, and it'll help. It's like scrubbing bubbles for your inner pipes. You must be really bored to watch me, I swear, but that's okay. I thank you, my 3 subscribers, maybe. I think it says I have 6 subscribers, which is cool. We're just starting out. This is only day 13. I'm not into doing all those things like the younger generation and trying to make it all flashy and whoop la. It's just me. It's all it is. It's just me. Oh, I did see. I went to a 7-Eleven the other day, and I saw somebody else with my kind of glasses. They got different colors than I did. I just got the gold, but they got the what is that? Tortoise shell kind of colors where it's like different splotches. But it was so exciting to see somebody else wearing the same kind of glasses. So she went to Zulu just like I went to Zulu, and that's if you're interested. Zeeloo. That's where you can get this kind of glass frame from. Anyway, ooh, trying to stir that up in there. So, yeah, Jack Smith report came out. Yay, that it came out. It's just showing proof of all the crap that, if you've been paying attention, you already know. You already know that SOB. He was the one that was responsible for the insurrection because he was a whiny little bitch boy and he didn't get his way. That's all that is. And I'm thinking part of it for me is I'm thinking he was so mad that he lost because he tried to cheat then too, but his cheating ways didn't work out so well for him. But he learned how to cheat better. He really did. I'm still at peace right now in a certain way because he's not in yet. I would rather have a boring president. That's the one thing about Biden that was great. I didn't have to hear from him every single day. He didn't boast about all the things he did every single day. He just did them. You know what I mean? He just did his job and did what was good for the American people as a whole. Not just Republican, not just Democrat, but as a whole, everybody in America. This new way of doing things is not going to be a whole for America. It's only going to be for the side he wants it to be. And the sad part is a lot of the people who are dumpy supporters don't realize that states in the Midwest that are very dumpy orientated, they forget the fact that it's states like California that are helping pay for things they need in the Midwest, like farm subsidies or, uh, in other words, if you look at the GDP, the gross, what is that, gross daily percentage? I can't even look at it that way. Basically, California makes a hell of a lot more money than, say, Montana or Idaho. Okay, you can only sell so many potatoes. So, with California making so much more money than these other little red states, their money goes to help these guys out. But these guys want to bitch about stupid stuff just to bitch, and they'll vote against their own best interest just to give a neener to the Californians over here. And all their neenering is going to end up hurting them as well. It's like you're shooting your foot off to save your face. I don't get it. I don't get it. I really don't. Is it really, do you really have to hate that much? Is life really better by hating other people that much? You're so worried about a trans person walking in front of you, just walking by. You're more worried about that than the oligarchs stealing your money. I don't, it's that philosophy I don't understand. I really don't understand. Okay, good. I did one scoop of collagen and we'll see what it does. My son was talking about 4 scoops of collagen. It's like, no. Because by the time you do that, there's no room for the liquid to be a liquid, right? Anyway, so today's day 13th. I encourage you to look up Magna Carta and look at King Henry, then look at his daughter Bloody Elizabeth or Bloody Mary, and then his other daughter Queen Elizabeth. It's all a thing, and without them and the movements that happened then, we wouldn't be who we are now. So look into it. Anyway, that's enough of a ramble for today. Peace out, people.